It is, it's really impressive. Like I say, the screen is very intuitive. Hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog and welcome to another car review. Today I am in a more affordable car and less kind of performance based. I'm in a smart #1, but I'm not in the Brabus edition this time. But I shall be doing a Brabus edition full review coming up very, very soon. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. But yeah, more affordable EV. I'm going to tell you more about the specifications and whatnot, but links in the bio to all everything, colour, model, etc. But I'm going to give you a general synopsis of kind of the general drive more than anything. I'm going to concentrate on the driving dynamics, the feel, the handling, the brakes, etc. And as always, guys, if you've got any comments, basically hit us up in the comment section. We'll be sure to answer you because we haven't got loads and loads of time with the car. But yeah, without further ado, let's crack on and let's drive. So yeah, I find myself in a #1 once again, but this time it's a premium edition and it's not the Brabus, so it's the baby, so to speak, of the #1, apart from obviously it being a premium model. However, this still has 268 brake horsepower and 253 foot-pounds of torque. So this should still be incredibly fast, and dynamically, there is a bit of hearsay that apparently this one handles a little bit better than the Brabus edition, so almost not too much power. And the Brabus edition was a bit more of a real quick straight line car with a bit of fun cruising, but a brute, you know, power and speed if you need it. But this one is more of a rounded car. This is what I'm hearing. I'm going to make my own judgment on it. Obviously, I didn't get as much time with the Brabus one, but I have got a full review, hopefully all going well in dry conditions as well, to give you as well. So obviously go find yourself subscribing to my channel and look out for that one coming up as well. But first and foremost, let's go and take this out and see what it's like dynamically. Range wise, this is quite a decent prospect. Like I say, I'll give you links in the bio, or I'll pop it on the screen now, but it's very impressive for the price. This is kind of the same kind of kind of price bracket as the Abarth E, so the new Abarth E, but it's got about 100 horsepower more, so it is basically potentially better. Now the interior quality is really impressive, very, very nice, lovely leathers used, nice quality steering wheel with a flat bottom, and everything, all the plastics feel nicely well put together, and effectively for a cheap price or a very well priced EV, like I say, 36k for a car that has 268 brake horsepower. So really, really good. Like I say, EV, great decent range, even though it's still packaged nice and small. Very practical, considering it seems small. Actually inside it feels very spacious. Great kind of point of view, viewship effectively from all of the mirrors. You can see lots of good viewpoints. It's got this beautiful 360-degree camera, ultra sharp as well, like high definition camera and 360-degree camera, which is amazing as standard in this model. And it's got Beats audio as well, and the sound system is absolutely superb. But like I say, there's just so much to this. Nice size occupant seats in the rear. Very decent, generous sized boot, which is surprising. It seems to swallow up bags without too much problem at all, and I'll give you the actual litre size. But in general, it's a really nice place to be, and I'm just cruising on comfort, and it feels really, really accomplished and really calm and collected in here. Obviously, being an EV, there's not much sound to it, which is sometimes on long journeys actually really, really quite nice. But when you really want to rattle it on, this is the key thing that people on my channel and myself want to look at, and that's the handling. Lock to lock ratio turning feels really, really good, and actually you'll probably see, yes, there's a bit of roll from the chassis, but the steering response is sharp. It has very quick communication and nice feedback through the steering. And this is my lovely little proving ground. That is decently quick. That gets up and goes. Brakes, very decent. They're hidden by that aero effect alloy wheel, so you can't really see the brakes, but they definitely feel fairly chunky, and lovely brake force modulation, very strong brakes. And then when you put your foot on the throttle, the E throttle, it's really, really good. And it's got some really good regen on here, which you can switch up and change, lots of different modes. Again, I'll give you links in the bio to everything, but I'm really wanting to feel what the chassis feels like. Now look, this isn't going to be any sports car beater as such, but I tell you what, it doesn't handle quite as well as the Abarth E. In fact, it definitely doesn't handle as well as the Abarth E, but it has got a good little chassis. It's very confidence inspiring. The brakes are confidence inspiring also, really, really good. And the performance is really phenomenal, actually. It's certainly in a straight line. I don't know if you put it on a track, for example, which with a lot of EVs, you're not likely to find yourself on track because the range is obviously massively reduced and it's not really what they're for as such right now. But if you were, I suspect the Abarth may, around the tight, twisty stuff, may show this a clean pair of heels. However, speed-wise, this has definitely got it licked, I have to say. It feels vastly faster. Yeah, it's decently fast. Book spec 0 to 60 on this is around the 7-second mark. Let's do the little roundabout test to see if it screeches. It does screech, but I tell you, it hangs on really well. It handles really well, and its low down grunt out of the corners is absolutely superb. It's really, really good. And I love all these little sounds, these weird and wonderful sounds that you get from it. It is, it's really impressive. Like I say, the screen is very intuitive, it's beautiful looking. If you tap the Fox, it will do this, you can kind of like scratch it and make it move and do a little dance, and it plays around with the ball. I know that's just quirky, but I can imagine your kids would love that. But general things being the handling, I thought this might be a little bit cumbersome and a little bit, or very roly-poly, but there's chassis roll, but the suspension does a great job of getting everything back in check. And in general, it's licking up, it's handling this nice little twisty, bumpy B-roll, and that's why I take a lot of my cars out on test drives when I'm out on these roads. Around these roads, they're very testing. If you're not careful or the chassis isn't very good, you can get in trouble very, very fast. But this little thing really does look after you. It's brilliant. It really is good. It really is good. I am enjoying this. I really am enjoying this. It really is. Grip low down is great. Puts you in the back of the seat, puts a smile on your face, and it is really, really impressive, I have to say. 0 to 60, I'm going to see if I can find a good road for it. I'm just going to quickly test that for you as well. So I said a moment ago the 0 to 60 was in the 7-second range. It is, but it's actually below. It's 6.5. So let's have a little quick go, 0 to 60. So that is the end of my video with the awesome #1, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised because I thought it was going to be a relatively dull drive. That being said, there is quite a bit of performance in there, so I shouldn't be too surprised, but I just thought that for that kind of price, you always think that for that premium, you'd think maybe you're not going to get a very good car and it's going to be, you know, watered down performance or watered down quality. And actually, these smart cars are starting to surprise me more and more and more. And that #1 is absolutely phenomenal. And like I say, we ended up doing a 0 to 60 of 6.1. You'll probably see it's meant to be 6.5. So we've just smashed out a 6.1. And overall, that car is brilliant. Like I say, links in the bio to all the tech spec. I know I didn't speak too much about all of the range and all of that stuff. Should have put it up on the screen for you. But we're kind of focusing more on the handling and you know, dynamics and everything like that. And to be fair, it was absolutely phenomenal. I'm blown away by how good that car is. So I'm going to give it an isolated, in the EV segment, peak performance reviews rating of 86%. So really, really blown away with it, really impressed. If you're in the market for something like that and you like the look of it, etc., make sure you go and get a test drive. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. See you again in the next one. Bye for now.